This is every familiar alien design that I could identify in the first 2 episodes of Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Spoiler warning ahead in 3, 2, 1. Okay, first up, we got a Katerian, an Ishitib, that's the one on the bottom that we saw get shot in the eyeball. We also see some Weequay, a Quarren. Next up, we see a couple of Rhodians. We see an Ithorian walking his pet frog dog. And then we also have on the bottom there, that little dude is a Teak, and they first showed up in the old Ewok movies. The blue character on the bottom is a Bertaro. In the back of the middle picture, we can spot a Tarsun. The bartender is an unknown species to my knowledge at this time. And then the character up top has shown up in almost every Disney Plus Star Wars show, but I don't yet think they have a name for their species. In the bottom picture, we can spot a Trandoshan and a Hask. In the middle, we can spot this warthog-looking alien. They've shown up before, but they still don't have a name for the species. And then the top, the pirate captain, that is a Shistavenin, an alien species that first showed up in the cantina in Episode 4, A New Hope. In the middle picture, standing outside of the lounge, we can spot a Thelan. Then up top, towards the left-hand side, we can see a Shydop. Down on the bottom, the snout-looking character, that is an Anodon. And then behind him and Neil in the background, just barely, you can spot a Melbu. In the top image, on the left-hand side, we can see a Klatooinian. On the right, an Aqualish. These species show up a couple of times throughout the episode. In the middle, on the left side, we can spot a Gran, and then the character Vane, of course, is a Nikto. In the top picture, we can spot a Fergosian, and then next to them, we can also spot a Kayuzu, which is the same species as the bounty hunter Embo. In that middle picture, in the way back up top on that scaling, you can actually spot what is a Grindalid, the same species as Lady Proxima, the crime boss that we see in Solo: A Star Wars Story. Also up top, you can spot some Scurriers, the little jumpy things that we usually see on Tatooine. And then down on the bottom, also outside of the lounge, we can spot what appears to be an Escagian, which is a species that first showed up in Return of the Jedi. Moving on, in the middle picture, we can spot a Snivian on the left-hand side. Up top on the right-hand side, we can see an Obduran, and then down on the bottom, just to the left of the Thelan, you can see a Jawa in the background. And I forgot to mention the fact that you can also spot a Twi'lek in the scene outside of the lounge. Now, there's also a number of unidentified alien species that we've seen before in past projects. They just don't have a name yet. So this was the best that I could do. But let me know what you guys think.